Hey folks, welcome back to the Lorcana Lexicon. Today, maybe rather surprisingly, we are playing 0 Emerald cards. I was given this deck list by a friend and it just seemed so far up my street with other card games that I had to give it a go with Lorcana. It's an Amber Sapphire mid-range game that relies on Mickey Mouse to jump you up the curve to then just start slamming fatties. That's the type of gaming I really enjoy. So let's have a look at the list. Okay, the deck is centred around 2 3-ink cards, Ariel Spectacular Singer and Mickey Mouse Detective. Now they both do very different things in this deck, but they are the engine pieces for what we're trying to accomplish here today. Ariel, we've seen a lot of her in the Steel Song deck, just churning out value and being able to sing songs that cost 5. In blue, she's doing a slightly different thing, but just being a 3 cost that draws a card most of the time and then can pick up a lot of value in the late game is just too good to pass up on. And Mickey Mouse is allowing us to get to 5 ink on turn 4 to start leveraging huge advantages. Our early game consists of Stitch, Philoctetes and Simba, or maybe using one of our songs, One Jump Ahead or Be Our Guest, and then putting down one of our key 3 cost cards on turn 3, either Ariel or Mickey. We have a lot of expensive cards in this deck. We have 4 Hades, 4 Maleficent, 4 Robin Hood, 4 Stitch Rockstar, 4 Stitch Carefree Surfer. Now the beauty is all of these cards outside of Hades can be inked, so in the early game we're just putting them down and then getting to Ariel or Mickey so that we can then play Haymaker after Haymaker after Haymaker in the late game. We're also playing 4 Rapunzel, which works really well in a deck full of fatties with massive willpower because we can attack in and then draw a bunch of cards off Rapunzel. That's also why we're playing 2 copies of Mr. Smee, because when we miss on Mickey or Ariel as our turn 3 play, being able to put Smee down on 3 and then following it up with a Rapunzel drawing us a bunch of cards can really just get us back into this game. Look at him. He's so loyal. And then down the bottom here we've got our song package. So we've got Be Our Guest, which in the early game we can use on turn 2 to find us an Ariel or a Mickey to make sure that we start executing our game plan on turn 3. Or in the late game it can be used to dig out a Hades or a Robin Hood or a Stitch Carefree Surfer to just consolidate our victory. We've got 1 copy of One Jump Ahead. This is a little experiment I'm trying today. It just makes Ariel a little bit more consistent and also means that we have a soft 5th copy of Mickey in our deck. The 4 Let It Go are essential. This is how we lock out the late games. We use our fat creatures to sing Let It Go so that everyone can just be a pseudo Hades. So comboing Let It Go with Hades and then using Part of Your World to bring back Hades just keeps our opponent off the board because we are going to fall behind early with this deck and we have to grind our way back in. And what better way to grind our way back in than with You Have Forgotten Me. This card just steals games, doesn't it? When you've got 2 cards in your hand, you're feeling pretty good, you've put all your guys into play and your opponent throws down You Have Forgotten Me, sometimes that's just lights out if you can't top deck well. I have been really enjoying this deck. It has a weak early game and an astonishing late game, and you're always trying to scramble your way back in, and this is my type of gaming. So let's jump over to the games and see what the deck can do. Okay, so we've got our Maleficent, but we don't have the Mickey. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put back everything that isn't 1 Ariel and 1 Maleficent. Maleficent's obviously what we want to be trying to do on turn 4. So I'm just going to put all these away and try and find a 1 Jump Ahead or a Mickey. Okay, awkward hand. Aladdin, right, so that's telling me this is going to be purple, red. So we want to hold on to our Let It Goes in this matchup. I wonder if I should be digging for a Mickey maybe. It's interesting. Okay, I think You Have Forgotten Me isn't going to get it. I think that's what I do. I think I will cast Be Our Guest to go and dig for a Mickey. Okay, both Aladdins in the ink. Gaston. Okay, Stitch. Right. So, I mean, in the short term, Gaston makes Robin Hood look silly. Their hand is getting pretty low. Yeah, I'm going to just throw this Robin Hood away and let's be our guest and try and find Mickey. Okay, we don't find Mickey. What do we find? Definitely don't want Phil. I think we just take the Hades, try and shore up our late game. There we go. Because there's absolutely no pressure from them with just a Gaston. Simba, hang on. Hang on. So we're not... Okay. Okay, we're doing red steel. Red steel. Wild, okay. We're in uncharted territory now, folks. I have no idea what red steel means. Maui to ink. Okay. Simba. It's a tough one. I think I just want to... I just want to ink Simba and pass. That seemed crazy. Just the issue is if I play Simba there and do, okay, another Maui. So what's their hand if they've inked 2 Mauis? What is their payoff? A beast? Okay. Okay. Right, so I don't think their hand is ever going to be smaller than ours. So let's ink Robin. Let's get Maleficent down. And the question is, do I want to let it go in the beast right now? And I don't think so. I don't think so. If you quest with the beast, we can draw a bunch of cards off Rapunzel. We obviously need to be careful of... Okay. Okay, he's just emptying his hand to try and get to that Beast Mirror. I wonder if they're playing Beast Mirror if they're playing a whole new world. I wonder if I'm being too respectful. Okay, I think now is the turn where I'm going to do this, because if we have another removal spell, we're just a million years behind, and that will clear his board. So let's do this. We can obviously be punished from that position, but we're running out of things to do, and my plan is just to chain Hades for the next couple of turns. Okay, Tink to ink, nothing. Okay, well in that case, I'm just going to run out this naked Rapunzel and just start trying to get ahead on ink. Get ahead on questing, lore, win the game, win the game. I'm going to try and win the game is what I'm going to try and do. Okay, be prepared. So, if they have no cards in hand, they draw. Yeah, I think I just need to do this. Feels really bad, but this is how we lock them out the game. It's having a couple of back-to-back Hades turns. Okay. The Desperation Tink. And, okay. Okay. Here we go. Now, the only thing we need to be afraid of now is another Be Prepared. So I'm only going to try and keep 2 characters on the board at a time. Okay, a Dragon Fire, and then they're going to draw a card. Okay, it's going to be a long, slow game. Ruby Steel is interesting. Ruby Steel is interesting. Request. And... I don't think it matters. Because Maui just goes through either of them, so it's not disastrous. Okay, smash, okay, that doesn't matter. So now I would prefer that, yeah, it was correct. Because if you Beast Mirror into a Maui here, yeah, it only has characters. Weird game. Pongo? I mean, I was going to say, I don't think we Hades the Pongo, but if we're just going to keep drawing Hades, we've got another choice for what to stay in this game. We just need to put things on board. I would have rather drawn anything but Hades, like another Dragonfire. This is a long, slow game. And a swords. Okay. Maleficent is a fantastic draw. Yeah, I really like this deck. It feels so kind of mid-rangey, you know, just all your top decks are good apart from the ones that are really bad, you know, like a late Mickey or a late yeah, a late Mickey or a late, what's the word? One jump ahead is awkward, but okay, I'm just going to do this and try and use one character just to make Be Prepared as bad as possible, because if he draws the Be Prepared, he has to play it. He can't, because he's so reliant on Beast Mirror now, whatever he draws he has to play. Okay, smash. Okay, You Have Forgotten Me is real bad. Does nothing here, so that can definitely hit the ink. I'm going to run out Surfer Stitch. So this is his turn. This is his turn. I'm going to threaten to win the game, but this is his turn to draw Be Prepared. Aladdin. Okay. So Be Prepared. Nah, okay, that's the game. Okay, okay, good first showing, good first outing for the deck. Okay, these are the kind of hands we want to see. We just have no payoff in this one. We obviously have the one jump ahead into Mickey if that's what we want to do. We've got the Rapunzel. So I'm going to throw back everything that isn't those cards. Because we're one jump ahead and into Mickey as well, it means we maybe we can choose to not ink on 3 if we don't want to, if we just want to play Mickey to try and get to 5 on 4. Okay. Okay, right, okay, I like this. I like the way this hand looks. Okay, he wants to be aggressive. Now, how does this line up? We go 2, and then we get to 4. So we go to 5. Okay, I don't think we're going to have time to cast Be Our Guest, so we'll throw that one away right now. Amber. Amber, we're seeing Amber Steel, or is it the mirror match maybe? Amber Steel, okay. So likely Steel Song. Simba, I don't think is stalking that list. Okay, we're seeing this. So this may be some aggro deck? Okay. Does Simba change anything? I kind of do want to get our Simba down. Don't think Robin Hood's going to be very good this game. Now here's the question. Next turn we'll have 4. If we one jump ahead now. We can Simba and then we can next turn do Mickey and one jump ahead. So let's do it that way. I can have Simba sing one jump ahead and then we can play Mickey. I think that's better. That gets another body on the board. I thought that was our Simba getting smashed there. Might still be. Tinkerbell? Okay. Well, Stitch, in the face of an impending Tinkerbell, I do not want you. Now this is kind of awkward because if this is going to be a big Tinkerbell, I don't want to let... Yeah, a big Tinkerbell will wipe our board if I sing here, so I think I just need to pass. Okay, there's a big Tinkerbell. So we were correct. And then a whole new world, okay. I was going to say regretting not playing that one jump ahead, but it would have been pretty disastrous, obviously, because then Tinkerbell was just going to clear our board, so I think it was definitely still correct to do it that way. So what does this turn look like? We're so susceptible to grab your swords, and they've just drawn a fresh hand. I almost feel that we just need to clear their board. Yeah, I think we clear their board, get Ariel down, get Simba down, and then we can set up for Ariel singing Let It Go on the Tinkerbell. And that just removes the threat of Tinkerbell doing anything nonsensical this turn. Okay, so Ariel, don't miss. Okay, that's fine. And yeah, and against Steel, Philoctetes just is such a liability, so he can go away. And we'll get Simba down, untapped, on you go. And that means next turn is probably going to look like Let It Go on the Tinkerbell and deploy a big stitch. Yeah, Ariel sings Let It Go, we play a big stitch, and then from there on we're using either Hades to keep their board clear, or we're using Surfer Stitch to get back up on cards. And a Lilo. I wonder if he quests with anything here that isn't Big Tinkerbell. Oh, we can only quest with Stitch. I wonder if he does. I wonder if he's just trying to put the screws on. Okay. So I guess we're just doing it as we wrote it up. Ariel is going to sing a little bit of Let It Go, get rid of this Tinkerbell that's causing us issues, and then yeah, I can't see a world where we're going to have the time to cast Be Our Guest, so I think it just goes away. I think we're just going to be slamming fat lads for the rest of the game and hoping that's enough. So they've got some, I don't even have good attacks. Grab Your Swords would make them have a decent attack. Big Tinkerbell is what it is, so that lets Ariel come in here. We have the Hades for this though. Another Lilo. Okay, we don't have the Hades for that. We could still find the Hades for that. We've got another Let It Go. Got two Let It Goes. And we've got a... Nothing. Nothing. Okay. I don't agree with nothing. You either need to kill this Ariel or you need to start applying pressure. You can't do nothing. Right, so we'll run back the same line. Get rid of this. Stitch can go in here. Then we'll draw 3 off of our Rapunzel. And I guess we'll draw 1 off of Phil. Yep. Another Let It Go's great. It's what we're going to have time for now. Do we want to quest with this? Maybe. Yeah, there's no threat of Big Tink. It's going to die to Grab Your Swords anyway. And then... yeah, we've got enough ways to get card advantage now that... like, this Philoctetes was free. I don't think we want to rely too much on keeping that about to draw cards. We've got Surfer Stitches, we've got Hades, we've got Let It Go's. This is the one thing about this deck though, you ramp early but then you ramp your opponent late. Because you're relying on things like Let It Go and Hades, you don't have access to stuff like Dragon Breath and grab your swords and be prepared. Okay. So they're just going to try and draw a truck of cards here. Kind of liking our decision to quest. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, okay, I guess this is the issue. So it's not Steel Song by the looks of things. This is just your good old Steel aggro deck. So yeah, I'm really liking our decision now to quest with Simba. Because yeah, this is going to get awkward for them. If they want to get through Simba, they're going to have to lose 2 guys, or if they care about this Ariel. Okay, right, this is their turn, this is our big turn. They've decided they're far enough ahead, they're going to force me to deal with their board. And I mean, I don't know if I can, we'll see. So, we've got 2 bodyguards. I see, I see. Well, in that case, we know where he's going. And we know where Stitch is going. And we know where Simba's going. We know where Rapunzel is going. Now what? So I'm definitely let it go in here, but it's whether I cast it. Yeah, I think I just cast it, attack here, then their board's pretty mopey, and what can I get back? I can get back a Hades or a Rapunzel. Yeah, okay, I think we do this. I think this goes here. I think we get rid of Stitch. Get rid of this. And we will. I think we're just getting back Hades. I don't think we need more cards. I think we've got loads of ways to draw cards. I think we need to just stay ahead of this removal game. With our own Rockstar, Stitch and Rapunzel, we can probably turn the corner quite hard. For example, if his turn here is just quests, play a couple of guys, we can go +5, Hades, sing Let It Go. Like I'm saying, we have given them a massive ink advantage though, because of the way we've been playing this game. So it's not easy. But I do like the way this deck plays, where you spend your early turn setting up and then trying to overpower the late. Okay, we're going to do it again. We're just going to vomit a bunch of guys into play and try and rip through your deck. I mean, I respect it. Don't know how good the plan is, but okay, swords. Okay, swords makes it harder. Okay. Yeah, the fact that Rapunzel can't sing Let It Go is a little bit rough. So what's our next turn going to look like? Next turn we're going to have 10. A Smee Stitch. Okay, we have to just keep this Stitch off the board though. So the Stitch is going. And then what are we going to ink? So we're going up to, well, we're going to cast this turn. Yeah, we're just never going to be behind on cards in this game, I don't think, so don't think we need Robin Hood. Okay. Next turn, double Maleficent could be good. Or being able to heal. Yeah, maybe just being able to heal is better. Yeah, this one's a very interesting game. It's a long one. It's feels good. Fun to play. Okay, Ariel. No whole new world, please. Hakuna Matata, that one's okay. What a wonderful phrase. Hand is spooky. Okay, there's the whole new world. All of our meticulous plans ruined. Yeah, okay, I'm feeling pretty bad now. I was feeling pretty good until that point. I was so sure they didn't have it. Yeah, maybe they didn't. Yeah, there's no Hades in the bin. What can we draw? If I go Rapunzel, draw 2. It's going to cost us 7. Ugh. This one was a pity to lose. I felt like we were quite in control of this game, yet Ariel misses. Ariel missing, I think, is just the game. They've got +8. I can't interact now. Ariel could have hit a let it go or something, would have still been a game. Tough loss. Tough loss. This will be an interesting one to watch back, actually. See if I could have done anything any different. I guess the plan is hope they don't notice. Hope they don't notice. I think they noticed. Yeah, they noticed. That was a really interesting game. It was a really, really interesting game. I felt like we were right in the driver's seat right up until our opponent's last turn. Okay, so here we've got our Mickey. So we don't need to be our guest. We just want to try and put our songs back into the deck a lot of the time. We want to maximise Ariel's hits. So I tend to mulligan every song in my opener. And I think this looks good. Kind of don't like the Robin Hood, but we're going first. We're likely to play out our hand. We don't have a Maleficent or anything else to ramp into, so I'm going to keep it. Null and Mickey, let it go. Okay. The double Mickey draws aren't as exciting. More amber. Okay. Amber makes me want to play Simba. That's one jump ahead to start with. Just give ourselves more options. Even if we do play Simba, questing for one's not going to be important. And what this means is if we don't ink next turn, it's not the end of the world, whereas we could end up in an awkward spot. Okay, they're their own Simba. So now, as you can see, now we've got the option of double 2-drop, but I think we're just doing this. Ink, and then we'll ink, and this means we'll have Robin Hood for next turn. And I think I would rather fill if we're going late against an Amber deck. Robin Hood's looking pretty good now, considering they haven't played out their hand aggressively. Get Robin Hood, okay, steal, okay. Of course. Okay, Hercules isn't one you see very often. So, I'm going to bin the new dog, and let's draw a card. Surfer Stitch. Oh, what a draw, what a draw. And we're a million years on ink now. What? Okay, right, our opponent is cooking. Our opponent's actually cooking. This one's making the YouTube video. Our opponent is on something. Whenever one of your characters with bodyguard is banished, you may draw cards. Wow. Wow, right, okay. Man, I almost kind of want to keep this fill because of bodyguard shenanigans. Wow. I honestly have never seen that card. Right, let's heal up Robin Hood. Get some cards of our own. I think we can just quest here. This attack's fine. Yeah, I'm just going to ink these Simbas. I don't think they're doing much. I think we have to try and outmuscle the board. We're not the defensive deck here. Yeah, maybe just get Mickey out. Just leverage this massive ink advantage we've got. They went 2, 3, 4. Well, they're on 5. Yeah, I think we just have to leverage our huge ink advantage. Because if they get whatever this bodyguard engine going, I'm actually kind of scared because I've got no idea what it does. He's inking Tink. So that either means he's got another Tink or he's... Oh my god! So... does that mean he gets to draw 2? When one of your bodyguards is banished, so he can even... it's even when his... okay, right, I just need to end this game. I do not want to partake in whatever bullshit you're up to, opponent. I want out of here. God. How many bodyguards even are there? There's another one, okay. I wonder if he's playing them all. I wonder if he's playing all the Musketeers. I want to do a post-mortem on this deck, man. Okay, be our guest. Hades, perfect. And now I think the game's unlosable. It felt pretty unlosable after last turn, but I think we've pretty firmly closed the door on it with the Hades. Yeah, there we go. Bodyguards! Man. Alright. Thank you so much for watching. I've had an absolute blast playing this deck. I'm going to keep playing this deck. This deck seems really powerful. What I will ask though is if you did enjoy what you saw here today, leave a like and consider subscribing. It means the world to me, it helps the channel grow and it lets me know that you enjoy what I'm doing here. If you have the time, leave a comment, let me know what you thought. If you saw anywhere I maybe messed up in that game too, let me know. It'd be great to go back and look over it. And also, if you're enjoying this type of gameplay content, I do stream on the West End Games Twitch channel, so come and hang out with me there as well. Give them a follow, the link's in the description. Thanks for your time, and I will see you for the next one. Keep thinking happy thoughts, folks.